Control Center in Mokpo failed to notice the vessel drifting off course. Investigators found that the route deviation alarm was turned off at the time. The controller says it had already been disabled because frequent warnings from small boats disrupted his work. Officials are now determining whether leaving the alarm off violated safety rules. The captain is also being investigated for remaining in his cabin during a narrow channel passage. The first officer and an Indonesian helmsman have been arrested for serious negligence. The ferry ran aground on November 19th, injuring 30 passengers, and service is suspended through December. In local news, Busan City plans to fund repairs for homes left neglected due to 전세 fraud. The city will launch a new program offering up to 20 million won per building to fix shared facilities in properties where landlords have disappeared or cannot be contacted, leaving tenants without needed maintenance. Eligible buildings must have urgent safety issues and at least 30% of residents identified as fraud victims. With a budget of 220 million won, up to 10 sites may receive support. Resident representatives can apply pending final budget approval by the City Council. Busan City announced today that all 7 of its public museums have been certified as 2025 Public Museum Evaluation and Accreditations institutions. The program is designed to strengthen operations and improve services at public museums. This marks the second time since 2019 that every eligible Busan museum earned accreditation. 3 museums, including Busan Museum, Bokcheon Museum, and the Busan Marine Natural History Museum, achieved certification for the 4th consecutive cycle. The remaining accredited sites include the Sasang Museum of Everyday Life, Jeongwan Museum, the Provisional Capital Memorial Hall, and the Busan Museum of Movies. In international news, 50 of the 315 children abducted by armed men from a Catholic school in Nigeria have escaped and been reunited with their families. A large military search is ongoing for the remaining 265 students and 12 teachers still missing. Following this mass kidnapping and another abduction of 20 pupils in Kebbi State today, several states have ordered schools to close. And now for today's weather. The weather in Busan today is mostly clear with a temperature of 18 degrees. The temperature will average around 12 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산 영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Laura McLucky. BFM 부산 영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello. Happy Monday to you all out there. Oh, I missed you. Oh, I did. From morning to evening, I go through my daily routine, waking up, eating, working, exercise, relax. Sometimes it feels like it just happens so fast and I forget all the small details, all the really cool things that happen that you just glaze over. So keeping a record of my day helps me remember what I did and how I felt. And records, of course, not only useful for personal memories, but also for looking back later to see how much my life has changed, how much I've grown and aged and wrinkled. Oh, welcome to For Your Busan. I'm your host, Laura McLucky. All right, let's kick off Monday with Yeah 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 by Blackpink. Yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, welcome back. Happy Monday. Let's clap for Monday. Oh, yes. Oh, Monday. How was your weekend, Ang PD? How was your Jumer? Great? What did you do on your Jumer?
Just meet my friends.
Went somewhere else. We can't say where we went. That's the secret. It's a 사생활. I went to so on Saturday I went to my son's football tournament, and can I say his team played amazingly. Yes! Come on, you ISB boys. They were so good, but unfortunately they were beaten out by DIS, which is Daegu, because those boys practice all the time. However, our boys almost got it. They got second place, which was great. But poor kids, man, they were crying after the match because they fought so hard for it. So, my little heart was breaking. And also it reminded me I shouldn't go to children's football games because I just can't control my mouth. Too passionate. That's what happens when you're from Scotland. Or, well, it's what happens when you're a parent, maybe also. That's the thing. And then Sunday, I went to my friend's wedding, which was very beautiful. And then I went to see my two best friends for brunch, but it wasn't brunch, it was lunch, but we called it brunch anyway. And ate a lot of food. It was very nice. But see that area along the Oncheoncheon, just out of Centum City, just kind of in the Allakdong region at the Oncheoncheon. There's so many cafes, so many bakeries, so many brunch places, so many eateries. Oh, 추천, very big 추천. So it was very nice. How about you? How was your weekend? Good? Tell me all about it. I would love to know what you got up to. It was so nice to be out in the autumn weather, the leaves falling all around, the sun was warm, the sky was high, the horses were fat. It was just perfect. So yeah, I had a really nice, relaxing weekend. I also put up my Christmas tree. Hey, it was very nice, and yeah, that was good. So yeah, I had a nice weekend. I'm glad to be back here with you, though. It's nice to be with you every Monday, and all the way through Friday we get to do this, right? We're here on a Saturday, Sunday as well, but it's not the same, you know? If you know, you know. Anyway, tell me what you did at the weekend. But at the top of the show, I was talking about records. Now, the reason I was talking about my weekend is because I'm recalling the things I did, right? And records is what I was talking about at the top of the show, because looking back at records, looking back at books or note-taking or even just photographs or your social media, that can be a really good record, and it helps you remember what you thought and what events happened in the past. Not just individuals, of course, but cities also need to have records. And Busan is an area or a city that has many, many historical traces. And so the Busan Modern History Museum will hold an event called 2025 Records Busan to share the results of citizen record-keeping activities. Now, this event will take place from the 28th to December 7th at the museum's annex. And they've actually, if you didn't know, held this event every year since 2023 to show the importance of keeping records and to spread a record-keeping culture as well. So citizen recorders collected histories from residents of Suyeongdong area. They interviewed local people, they created transcripts and notes to highlight this lesser known history. And so anyone can join in the presentations and the discussions and all the activities by signing up on the museum's website. So go online and search for the Busan Modern History Museum and get involved and learn a bit more about Busan and become part of Busan's history as well. I think that's so cool that what we do can shape the future, but it's shaping the past as well. It's shaping the present, it's shaping the future, but it's also shaping the past. Our stories leave a mark, an indelible stain. No, sorry, I'll change what I said. An indelible imprint, there we go, footprint, heartprint of who we were and what we did. I think that's so special. So, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool to leave your mark on the world in various ways. Record keeping is definitely one of them. And so that's why I do social media. Just FYI, I like to keep a trace and a record of things that I've done, things that I've thought, places that I've been, and places that I've been in my life. You know, not necessarily destinations, but stages of life. How about you? I want to know. Text topic today. I've got 2 questions for you. The first question: how was your weekend? Tell me what you did. And the second question: what is your own way of dealing with the Monday blues? It's Monday. I'm feeling super excited, but many people do not because it's Monday. So I hope that I'm going to give you some good energy today. But I want to know, how do you deal with Monday blues? If you get the Monday blues, or maybe you get the Sunday blues. Ugh, that's worse. 네, 여러분, 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은 2가지가 있습니다. officially, 네, 일주일이 시작되면 돌아오는 월요일병 어떻게 이겨내시나요? 그리고 2번째는 주말에 뭐 했습니까? 그리고 갈만한 곳이 가셨으면 어디 가셨는지 추천해 주시기 바랍니다. pound 9050 샵 9050. Text messages are 101. KakaoTalk is free and you can get onto YouTube live stream and message us over there as well. All right, lots coming up for you today as always. But up next, it's Busan Times.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody. Claire's in the house. Just before the mics went up, I turned around and I said, how are you? Good? And Peter's like, no talking. How are you?
I'm good, thank
Good.
you. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
That's great.
I'm a little bit hyper.
Oh, what up?
I don't know. Nothing really.
Nothing?
Just feeling good.
Monday hype?
Monday, yeah, the Monday hypes.
Not a Monday blues?
Not a Monday blues.
Oh.
I never get a Monday blues.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I like to be at work. Work makes me feel happy. And I especially like this work.
Oh,
You know?
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like to talk.
It's perfect for you.
Uncontrolled.
It's perfect for you.
Anyway, let's get straight into it. We've got lots coming up because it's a Monday, which means there's updates from the weekend, of course, from this upcoming week as well.
Yes.
So what do we have today?
So first up, the 2025 Korea Ocean Mobility and Safety Expo opens tomorrow at Baxco Exhibition Hall 1. It runs from November 25th tomorrow to 27th and is co-hosted by Busan City and the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries. This year's theme is Arctic Routes and the Marine Value Chain, reflecting global interest in future shipping lanes.
And this event is much bigger this year, right?
Much, much bigger. Participation has jumped from roughly 60 organizations last year to more than 100 this year, and the exhibition floor has nearly doubled. It shows how rapidly marine mobility and safety technology are evolving and how strongly Busan is positioning itself as a global maritime hub.
And so, we obviously know that Busan is a global maritime hub,
Of course.
but we're always looking at these updates and this new AI and technology. So what's new this year?
So there are a few big additions this year: an Arctic Route Special Zone with exploration history, vessel and equipment displays, and material from the Aran Research Expedition, a greatly expanded safety prevention exhibition, a full technology and equipment hall, export consultations, product and technology briefings, and several conferences on mobility, marine cybersecurity, and AI vessel safety, of course.
And this is all very okay.
For us, yes.
But the good thing about it, there's hands-on programs as well, right?
Oh, yes. Visitors can try marine VR experiences, CPR training, life jacket practice, a marine safety bus, and demonstrations of autonomous vessel technology. So there is also a Children's Future Marine Golden Bell program. New participants include the Korea Maritime University and the Korea Aerospace Administration, which adds a strong academic and aerospace angle as well.
And entry is free?
Free for everyone.
Nice.
You just register on site at the entrance desk. Busan is using this expo to reinforce its identity as a future Arctic logistics hub and a global ocean mobility city.
A huge week ahead at Bexco.
Yes, for during the 3 days.
3 days. Good work. And luck.
Good luck.
Do you know what? PCO, the conference organizers are so 대단.
I know.
I've worked, obviously, we've worked with a lot of events and we do this quite regularly, but just organizing from 처음부터 끝까지.
I know.
Every aspect of it.
I knew someone who did the event organizer.
Yeah. 정신없네.
I was like, I can never do that.
No. This one is very interesting for me because this is somewhere that I've been really regularly. The 수영만 요트 경기장, the Suyongbei Yacht Stadium, I guess, redevelopment. We're going to the waterfront. A major milestone took place this morning at the yachting bay.
Yes, right at 11 a.m., Busan City officially launched the full redevelopment of the place, the first comprehensive upgrade in 40 years.
Wow.
It's a major step forward for Busan's marine leisure industry.
So I know some of the changes because actually I'm friends with some people who are involved.
doing the thing.
And they're not private, but what changes have they got planned?
So there are quite a lot. The project includes modern mooring facilities for 567 boats, a full yacht exhibition hall, a yacht clubhouse, a mixed cultural and commercial complex, and expanded public waterfront space. The goal is to transform Suyong Bay into a marine culture landmark, not just a marina, but a daily destination for residents and visitors.
I'm so excited because
me
this place,
I know.
can you imagine
We all
like
know.
how it's going to be when it's got like shops and restaurants and cafes?
With all that space.
너무 좋겠다. So I'm really 기대. But this project has been in the pipeline for many, many years.
Oh, yes. As we all know, the original proposal dates back to 2008. After long delays involving administrative procedures and legal issues, the city and the project operator finally cleared the remaining hurdles. Today's groundbreaking marks the official start of full-scale construction.
And completion is expected in 2027.
For now, by the end of 2027, once finished, it's expected to draw international yacht events, boost tourism, create jobs, and energize nearby commercial areas. So Mayor Park Kyung-jun emphasized that the new complex should become an open marine culture space that elevates Busan's reputation in global marine leisure.
So cool. It's a big, long-awaited moment for the waterfront.
Very, very long.
I'm so excited
Me
to see
too.
how it changes. Because, you know, I don't mean to be mean, but that area just where the yachts is, it's not very well maintained.
I know.
Not really.
It's kind of left out.
It's a little bit dirty after the end because there's only certain things that you can do. I mean, so like with trash and stuff.
Only
so-
certain places that you go.
Exactly. So I'll be looking forward to that. I think we
Me
all
too.
are. Okay, let's wrap up with some good news from Busan's public museums.
Yes, all 7 public museums in Busan that were eligible this year received national accreditation in the 2025 Public Museum Evaluation. The assessment reviews everything from staffing and collection management to visitor services, programs, and facility standards.
And this is cool because some museums have been recognized multiple times.
Oh, they have 3 museums, including the Busan Museum, the Busan Museum of Natural History, and the Bokcheon Museum, earned accreditation for the 4th consecutive cycle. They've held top-tier national status since the evaluation system was first introduced in 2017. Busan also joins the small group of cities that achieved a 100% certification rate this cycle.
Which is a very strong statement about Busan's cultural infrastructure.
Yes, it is. And the timing matters. Busan is preparing to host the 2026 World Heritage Committee meeting. We all know, so international attention will be higher than usual. City officials say they'll continue strengthening heritage management and public programming to raise global recognition of Busan's cultural assets. Director Park Eun-lok highlighted the importance of maintaining high standards as Busan expands its role on the world stage.
It's great momentum for Busan's cultural sector.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So let's recap then. Major Ocean Mobility Expo opening tomorrow. Huge redevelopment at Suyong Bay. And then national recognition for Busan's museum system.
Yes, Busan is gaining speed across industry, culture, and the waterfront, and we'll be here every day to keep you updated.
Fabuloso. I love it. Thank you so much, Claire. Claire, what'd you do at the weekend?
I went to a friend's wedding.
Oh,
Very
nice.
nice moments.
Oh, me too.
Oh, did you?
I went to a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Was it here in Centum?
Oh, nah.
Oh.
Mine was in Changwon.
Somewhere else. Now look at that. Everyone's getting married.
I know.
Congratulations.
This
to
beautiful
everybody.
season.
It was so nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Claire, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's have a song. Before we get into the song, I just want to say hello to everybody who's texting in so far. Also, Jenny Neem asking, can you show us your Christmas tree? I can. I can show you a picture to the camera. If Ang PD wants to zoom the camera into my phone, I can show you a picture. But it won't look very good. I can print you out a picture if you like later on. And Well, that's a nice one. You want to zoom into that one? There's my Christmas tree. Oh, ding dong. Look, don't get my face in there. Ding dong merrily on high. This is my little Christmas tree. If you can't see it, then you need to be on YouTube Live. Yeah, it's not real. It's a fake tree. But it's like, it's a proper like, yeah, look, I love it. I love my Christmas tree so much.
So many ornaments.
Yeah. And it says Christmas.
Oh.
Christmas. And there's a little snowman down here somewhere. Where is he? And it says Chun, because that's my family name, Chun.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough of my private life. Oh, and we've disappeared. Anyway, yes, that was my Christmas tree. And also, Benny Neem saying weekend was good. Had a buffet lunch yesterday, which I discussed on a show aired here before Your Busan. I would like a buffet lunch today, actually, but it's past lunchtime, so maybe tomorrow. Anyway, here is your song, Crush by Jennifer Page. I'll be back after this.
Doesn't take a scientist to understand what's going on, baby. If you see something in my eye, let's not overanalyze. Don't go too deep with it, baby. So let it be what it'll be. Don't make a fuss and get crazy over you and me. Here's what I do, I'll play loose. Not like we have a date with destiny. Adrenaline, you're banging on a heart of 10. Please don't make too much of it, baby. Say the word forevermore. That's not what I'm looking for. All I can commit to is maybe. So let it be what it'll be. Don't make a fuss and get crazy over you and me. Here's what I do, I play loose. Not like we have a date with destiny. It's just a little crush. Not like our fate every time we touch. It's just some little thing. Not like everything I do depends on you. Sha-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la. Vanilla skies, white picket fences in your eyes, a vision of you and me. It's just a little crush, not like our fate every time we touch. It's just some little thing, not like everything I do. Everything I do is on you. Not like our fate every time we touch. It's just some little thing, not like everything I do depends on you. Not like our fate every time we touch. It's just some little thing, not like everything I do.
로라의 탐구생활. Welcome back. Welcome to my 탐구생활 and welcome to For Your Busan. The time is now 4:31. Time flies when you're having fun. Can you believe that? Anyway, did you have a nice time over the weekend? I've been asking you that a lot today. 고수님 주말에 잘 보내셨나요? 제니님, 베니님, everybody. 주말 잘 보내셨습니까? 재숙님? 재숙님 said, I went to the sea called 영일대 yesterday with my family, taking in the scenery there, and then a camper van caught my eye. Yes, I was a bit jealous. camper van 사세요. Buy one. Do a camper van life. Anyway, the seasons are changing these days. More and more people around us are outside enjoying the weather and catching colds. Colds are 유행 and they're very, very strong. 유행 is trend. Sorry, I need to stop doing 섞어서. English and Korean. So to stay healthy throughout the long winter, it's very important that we keep our immune system very strong, right? We try to prevent catching a cold. So, do you have any special ways to prevent catching a cold? Well, recently, people in English-speaking countries have been trying trends like cold water swimming, fermented drinks, supplements, etc. to prevent colds and the flu. But the experts say these methods don't truly strengthen the immune system. Cold water swimming can help you feel energized, but it doesn't actually come from increased immunity. It's from short-term stress response, which then sends endorphins throughout the body, right? It can make you feel better and it can reduce stress. However, it doesn't really, increase your immunity or boost your immune system, or you can't really boost your immune system. Anyway, you know what I mean. So there's lots of other things that can have a similar effect. Fermented drinks, for example, also very popular, but there's not enough scientific evidence to say that they actually help prevent illness. That's what we're talking about here. They might make you feel good, they might keep you regular, but they are not there to boost or to help, what's the word? Get your immune system to a homeostatic state, right? In general, supplements like vitamin C don't offer clear protection. They can help improve your health, of course, but, not really. Not really preventatively if there's a bug going around. So experts emphasize that vaccination is the only proven way to significantly protect against winter viruses. And they also stress the importance of basic habits: regular sleep, stress control, fresh air, proper hand washing, avoiding smoking, maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It's all the most reliable ways to support immune health. So be healthy, my friends. Yes, be healthy. And just sleep is the basic one for that. So sleep hygiene is very important. So if you're feeling a bit tired, go home tonight, have some good food, have a nice warm shower, and then get into bed early. No phones, maybe a chapter of a book, or write down what you did today, leave a record, and then sleep. I can't wait to go to sleep. But before then, this is Cheongha, Why Don't You Know?
많이 안 보일까봐 close to me 진짜로 모르는 걸까 never 두근두근 대체 왜 이래 Tell me some your story 네 맘을 모르겠어 They're close to you
사랑은 늙고 사랑은 아직 어려 마음을 전해도 닿기는 아직 어려 시간이 지난 뒤에 후회해 손에는 너 미리 말해두지 마 나만의 너의 파일럿 아침에 너가 좋아하는 색을 입어 우연을 가장한 인연을 난 믿어 싫다고 왜 신경 안 써 never give up 별들이 떨어져 어서 소원 빌어
나를 특별하게 만들어 You make me feel better baby 누구보다 잘하는 것처럼 계속 널 그리다 잠들어 너무 깊게 빠져 baby 바보 같을지 모르지만 자꾸만 아니라고 말을 하네요 난 만난다고 왜넌난 만난다 왜넌 사랑이 아니라고 말을 하네요 내 맘인데도 왜넌내 맘인데 왜 Why don't you know 아무것도 모르는 너 아무것도 모르면서 내 맘을 아는 것처럼 Just wanna be your girl 자꾸만 아니라고 말을 하네요 난 만난다고 왜넌난 만난다 왜넌 사랑이 아니라고 말을 하네요 내 맘인데도 왜넌내 맘인데 Why don't you know Why don't you know Why don't you know
이번 역은 부산역입니다. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us here for the B.I.G Tour. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, hello, Jimmy in the building.
Jimmy in the building. How are you, Jimmy in the building?
Doing great.
Good.
I just listened to this song on my way to the station and I loved it.
What song? Jimmy.
Jimmy, 하자!
MIA, Jimmy.
Yes.
I love
loved
it.
it.
That takes me back to my college days, my undergrad days in Glasgow. Yeah. I used to go to, anyway, never mind.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about it. Anyway, how are you, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm doing great as always. I mean, the weather is kind of getting colder and colder, but it's all good.
It's so funny. Everyone just talks about the weather. I used to think that was a British thing, but it's not a British thing.
No.
Everybody loves to talk about the weather.
Right.
So boring.
Stop
Stop talking about the weather, everyone. We know it's cold outside.
I know.
Just get some clothes on and tell me something interesting. Like, what do you want to do with your life, you know?
Oh, that deep.
Yeah, why not? Anyway, you are here for the B.I.G Tour. Tell us about the B.I.G Tour. What is it?
Sure. B.I.G is a segment where I actually get to go to these various events and festivities, and then I get to interview the organizers and participants, and then we actually get to talk about it and share thoughts and ideas together.
And you get to go out and have fun and enjoy all the festivals and events here in
Right.
Busan. And you've been to some really cool ones recently. So how about today?
Yeah, this time, I mean, I actually went to the very cool and unique place because this center used to be a formal Banyo Elementary School in Banyeodong area, which is not that far from...
반여고, 반여고.
Yeah, that was a good one. Which is not that far from this station, but it's kind of located on an uphill. So I highly recommend you guys to actually drive there rather than walking there.
You know, I live near Banyeodong.
Yeah.
And so whenever I love that area, but it is literally one of the steepest hills I've ever been around. So when you're going up, it's like, oh, there's a little hill. Oh, it's up. Oh, it's really high up. It's very steep.
True.
It doesn't look steep.
True. It
Until
doesn't
you're
look
on
steep,
it.
yes.
Until you're there.
Yeah, so I was there. And then this place called 부산환경체험교육관.
Ooh.
So this is Busan Environmental Experience Education Center, which is newly opened this September. So, I mean, it's not limited. It's going to be ongoing from now on. So, yeah, for those of you who's running out of the time or like stuck at work, busy working, no worries. You guys can actually go here during weekdays weekdays or even on weekends too. So it was actually developed as a part of a Ministry of Environment's 폐교 에코스쿨 시범 조성 사업. And then, this place was chosen.
What does that mean?
It means abandoned school and eco-friendly pilot project using a closed school building and ground.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's really important, actually, to repurpose buildings, not just knock them down.
For sure.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, Banyo Elementary School still exists. They just relocate.
To a different building.
To a different place. And then the place itself was kind of empty and abandoned. But then they just decide to, redevelop this place to this 부산환경체험교육관.
I like it.
Yeah, so the center is officially opened in September this year.
Okay. So September 2025, and what kind of things are we going to get to do there?
Yeah, I mean, here you actually get to experience these environmental experiences, and then this place is used as an education hub, aiming to foster environmental awareness and sustainability practice and community learning as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I would just like to kind of explain more about this facility
tell us
itself.
all.
So, on the first floor, there is a library with upcycled materials, and then where you can actually do a hands-on experiences, and also a workshop room. Focusing on climate and energy and also resource issues.
Okay.
And on the second floor, you actually get to have those sustainable future topics as a climate crisis and carbon neutrality and also environmental technologies. And on the third floor, which is on top, a multi-purpose room including citizen open classrooms and a green studio and seminar rooms. So they actually get to invite those participants, especially students,
Right,
like
yeah.
middle school and high schoolers, and then they actually get to educate and then let them be aware of the importance of these environmental issues.
Yeah. And what about, does it have a playground, any outdoor space?
Yes, when we actually imagine about these particular schools, they definitely do have a playground outside. So outdoor area used to be a formal playground, but then now they're gonna kind of change it as converted into ecological zones and community areas such as a plus school and outdoor eco-learning spaces.
It sounds like a really, really cool place to be.
Right.
I love that. I really love that. So when you went there, now this is different from your normal escapades because normally you're out at an event. It's on for, 3 days, a week,
For
whatever.
sure. Yeah.
But this time you went somewhere that is open constantly. So
Yes.
it's always got things going on.
Right.
Did you manage to speak to anybody?
Yeah, luckily I actually got to speak to an educational researcher who actually works at this educational center, and we actually covered anything and everything about this center itself. So let's check out the first audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 부산환경체험교육관 교육연구사 길선경입니다.
이 공간에 대한 간단한 소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
저희 교육관은 구 반여초 폐교를 교육관으로 이렇게 탈바꿈한 시설이고요. 6월에 준공을 해서 9월에 개관을 한 새로운 교육관입니다.
공간에 대한 또 소개도 간략하게 부탁드릴게요.
네, 저희 교육관에서는 학생 단체 프로그램을 운영하고 있습니다. 먼저 환경체험교실을 운영하고 있고요. 관내 초, 중, 고등학교 학생을 대상으로 환경 프로그램을 여러 가지 영역별로 수업을 해주고 계시고, 저희 교육관 2층에 전시관이 있는데요. 그 전시관 해설을 함께 진행해주고 계십니다. 또한 여러 가지 환경 생태 탐방 시설들을 또 관람하는 프로그램들도 있고, 전시관을 해설하는 프로그램도 있습니다. 매일 1일 4회 운영되고 있고요. 지구랑 도란도란 에코톡 투어라는 프로그램이 있고요. 또한 가족들을 대상으로 하는 온 가족 에코데이 프로그램, 에코 360 프로그램 등을 운영하고 있습니다.
마지막으로 아직까지도 이 새롭게 오픈한 관을 잘 모르시거나 또 학교 담당자분들도 들으실 수도 있으니까 이런 청취자분들께 추천사, 인사 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 저희 교육관 새롭게 만들어진 교육관으로서 말씀하셨듯이 시설이 굉장히 좋고요. 그리고 해설사 선생님들께서 아주 재밌고 흥미로운 체험들을 많이 경험할 수 있게 운영을 해주고 계셔서 아이들과 함께 오시기 굉장히 좋고요. 즐거운 시간 보내고 가실 수 있도록 열심히 하고 있으니까요. 많이 와주시기 바랍니다.
네, 좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
진짜 좋은 말씀이에요.
맞습니다.
Oh.
The formal Banyo Elementary School was reborn as an educational center, and this facility completed construction in June, and then finally opened in September. And then we have exhibition hall, guides, and environmental ecology tour programs, and more. So she told us to please come and visit.
참여 부탁드리겠습니다.
맞습니다.
와주시기 바랍니다. Oh, that's really good, really informative as well. So it's great that you got to chat with her. Did you speak with anyone else?
Yeah, I actually got to bump into a Haeundae resident, who actually graduated from this school.
Oh, wow.
And then is also a resident here. And then we actually had a bit of a chat with her. So let's check out the second audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하십니까. 저는 해운대구 거주하고 있는 닉네임 준이라고 합니다.
아, 준님. 그러면
네.
또 어떻게 이렇게 반여동의 교육관까지 찾아주시게 되셨을까요?
사실 여기가 오기 쉽지는 않죠. 되게 산 꼭대기에 있고 좀 접근성이 떨어지는데 제가 여기 반여초등학교의 재학생이었어요. 졸업생이라서
오.
한 번 왔다가 우리 학교가 폐교돼서 저 아래로 이사를 갔거든요. 그래서 원래 남아있던 건물이 다른 뭔가 운영한다고 해서 한번 구경 삼아 왔다가 여기에 들어와 보니까 지금 환경체험교육관이라고 운영을 하고 있는데 예약 없이 그냥 방문을 했더니 예약을 하고 오면 할 수 있는 체험과 설명들이 많다고 해서 오늘은 그냥 제가 한번 둘러보고 나중에 예약을 해서 저희 가족들과 함께 방문할 예정이라서 한번 구경 삼아 와봤습니다.
아, 좋습니다.
네.
물론 당연히 또 그렇게 모교이기도 하고 구경
네.
삼아 오셨는데 또 이런 공간이 또 폐교였다가 이렇게 다시 교육관으로 만들어진 것에 대한 또 감회가 새로우실 텐데요. 그 부분에 대한 또 어떤 느끼는 바 한번 여쭤보고 싶습니다.
네, 제가 다니던 시절에 반여초등학교는 굉장히 큰 학교였어요. 근데 이제 점점 학생 수도 줄어들고 없어져서 폐교가 된다는 소식 들었을 때 좀 안타까웠는데 다시 이 공간을 재활용해서 더 멋진 공간으로 탈바꿈한다고 하니까 감회가 새롭기도 하고 저희 아이들한테도 엄마가 다녔던 학교가 이렇게 멋진 공간으로 재탄생되었다 이런 얘기를 해줄 수 있게 돼서 기쁘고 또 저희의 오래된 역사를 이어갈 수 있다 생각하니까 더 자랑스럽고 기쁩니다.
아, 저 또한 굉장히 뿌듯해집니다. 오늘
네.
좋은 말씀 감사드리고 다음에 꼭 예약하셔서 한번 또 공간을 잘 둘러보시기를 바라겠습니다. 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you, June.
Yeah, she actually visited here without making a reservation, so she couldn't be able to participate to any kind of a program. But
yeah.
however, at first she was really saddened that her school was actually closed, but then she was also happy at the same time and then proudly to tell her children's that her school was reborn as this kind of a cool facility. So
Yeah.
she's willing to come back again.
That is really cool. You know, I remember that when I was at school, my schools, all of my schools are still schools.
Right.
But we were always like walking through the halls and we would always say things like, oh, like, would you come back here? And then sometimes you graduate and you go back to the school and things like, and it just feels nostalgic. So
Right.
it must be really cool for all the residents and like the 졸업생 of that school
Yeah.
to be able to go back and see it repurposed, not wasted.
I totally feel you. I also do that in time to time whenever I visit LA. I just go to my high school and middle
just
school.
check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels definitely nostalgic.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did you have a final clip?
Yes, for sure. The last interview, I had an interview with a person who actually works as an operation officer at this center. And also at the same time, she provides those tour guides. So she's a guide. So let's check out the last audio clip together.
안녕하세요. 간단하게 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
반갑습니다. 저는 부산환경체험교육관에서 운영 실무원으로 일하면서 해설사로 같이 함께 일하고 있습니다.
네, 저는 현재 지금 이곳 3층 시민 열린 교실 공간을 지나다가 해설사님을 만나게 됐는데요. 여기에서 어떤 해설을 또 하시고 어떤 프로그램을 좀 운영하시는지 소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 저희 해설사들은요, 지구랑 도란도란 에코톡 투어라는 해설 프로그램이 진행이 되는데요. 주중하고 주말하고 같이 진행이 됩니다. 그 중에서 항상 2층에서 2달에 한 번씩 관 주제를 바꾸어가지고 진행을 해왔고요. 1, 2관, 그 다음에 3, 4관이 있는데, 지금 이 시간에는 4관, 에너지 관련돼가지고 미래의 주제를 가지고 전시되어 있는 제4전시관을 해설을 하고요. 근데 이 해설도 그냥 해설이 아니라 시민분들이 함께 어린이도 가족 그리고 방금 전에는 우리 중학생 친구들이 함께 왔었습니다. 동아리 이렇게 신청을 해가지고 운영을 하는데 심심하지 않게 좀 더 재미있게 해설, 간단한 해설과 지금은 초성 맞추는 게임을 함께 하고 있어요. 해설을 듣고 질문에 대한 답을 초성을 제시를 하면 알아서 초성을 찾아가지고 글자를 찾아서 맞추는 게임을 같이 진행을 하고 마지막엔 여기 시민 열린 교실에 올라와서 지금은 호야를 심고 있습니다. 예, 태양 그리고 바람, 물, 흙 모두와 관계 있는 이 식물을 심으면서 우리가 재생에너지에 대해서 생각을 하고요. 그린 카본에 대해서도 이야기를 하면서 진행을 하고 있습니다.
이제 앞으로 오실 분들에게 한 말씀 간단하게 부탁드리겠습니다.
부산환경체험교육관은요, 시민들에게 탄소 중립과 환경의 중요성을 함께 말씀드리기 위해서 많이 알리기 위해서 만들어진 만큼 즐거운 시간을 보내주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Yeah, she said she actually have a guided tour program called 도란도란 Eco Talk Tour and with Earth, and which runs both weekdays and weekends. So she kind of encouraged all of us to sign up and then focus more about the energy and the future itself.
Yeah, I love it. I think especially for kids who are the future and who need to learn about all this stuff, but grown-ups as well, you know.
Yeah.
Really cool. Jimmy, thank you so much for bringing us this cool spot in Panyeodong. I won't sing the song again, although I really want to. So what's your final thought?
Yeah, I mean, this place is definitely special because it is the first case in Busan of a formal school being actually repurposed into an environmental education facility, symbolizing the sustainable reuse of infrastructure. So I hope this place can be able to run for a long period of time so that all the Busan citizens could be able to go and check it out.
I love that. I think it's a really cool initiative and hopefully we'll see more of these popping up all across the city as well.
Sure.
Thank you for bringing it to us today. Jimmy, enjoy your holiday because I know you're going away for a little while.
Yeah.
And we will see you back here later.
All right. Have a good one and then see
All right, time for us to say cheerio for the first half of the show. But we'll be back at 5 o'clock with much more coming up for you. So let's take a listen. This is Don't Know Why by Norah Jones. I'll see you at 5.
I waited till I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When I saw the break of day, I wish that I could fly away. Instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hand, my heart is drenched in wine. But you'll be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down the road alone. My heart is drenched in wine, but you'll be on my mind forever.
Your bridge to the world. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
나에게 맞는 창업 어디서 찾지? 여기서 찾아. 11월 27일부터 3일간 백스콜에서 열리는 2025 KFA 프랜차이즈 창업박람회 부산. 최신 창업 트렌드부터 맞춤 세미나, 경품 이벤트까지 사전 등록하면 무료 입장 가능하니 놓치지 마세요. 검색창에 KFA 프랜차이즈 창업박람회.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산. 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
좋아하는 일을 하며 자신만의 길을 걷는다면 얼마나 행복할까요? 빠르게 변하는 세상 속에서 교육은 내일을 향한 가장 가까운 첫걸음입니다. 한 걸음 먼저, 꿈은 더 크게. 지금 부산의 38개 직업계 고등학교에서는 배움을 넘어 꿈을 현실로 만들기 위한 학생들의 도전이 이어지고 있습니다. 내일의 나를 준비하고 있는 학생들의 힘찬 미래를 응원합니다. 이 캠페인은 다 함께 미래로 앞서가는 부산교육, 부산광역시 교육청이 함께합니다.
Brr! It's freezing outside. Let's crank up the heat.
Wait, you don't have to. Lowering the temperature by just 2 degrees can save a lot of energy.
2 degrees? That small change really matters?
You'd be surprised. If 10% of Korean households lower their heating by just 2 degrees, the effects are like planting about 350,000 trees a year.
That's magical. Then I'll just bundle up instead.
Smart move. Try wearing some thermal underwear or warm socks.
Plus, when you go out, don't turn the heater off completely. Set it to away mode or 외출 mode.
That way, it uses less fuel than turning it off and reheating the whole place later. Turn down the heat, but not your warmth.
This campaign is brought to you by BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
부울경의 미래, 부산, 울산, 경남 방송발전협의회 운영위원장 성현우입니다. 북극 항로의 핵심지는 어디일까요? 대한민국 해양 수도권 부산, 울산, 경남입니다. 북극 항로를 품고 세계로 부산, 울산, 경남이 하나로 뭉칩시다.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Salina Thapa.
All right, and tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Nepal.
Ooh, wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about Nepal? What is Nepal like? Describe your country for us.
Okay, well, Nepal is one small country which is located in Asia. So it is a beautiful country, one of the landlocked country in Asia. So it is beautiful country.
And Nepal is famous for the Himalayan mountains, is that right?
Yeah. Nepal is famous for Himalayas mountains, and it has almost around 8 of the top mountains of the world, including Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Have you ever climbed Mount Everest or known anybody that's climbed Mount Everest?
No, not till now, but I have a plan. If I get chance, then I would.
Do many people in your country have the dream to climb Mount Everest, or is it very popular, like everyone in the world knows about it? What about in Nepal? Does it become a big dream for many people?
I think it is not a big dream for Nepali, rather it is for foreigners, because I haven't seen people in my church who have similar dream, like climbing mountains, and they don't have that kind of dream. So rather than that, I have seen foreigners who wanted to be there. So I think it is for foreigners rather than Nepali.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And tell us a little bit, how does Nepal compare to Korea?
So Nepal and Korea is totally different from each other, whether it is about culture, tradition, or people living in this two different countries is totally different. The way we celebrate our festival, and we do have religion, but in Korea they do have free religion, and I found that some of our following Buddhism and Christianity right now, but it was a country with free religion before. So but Nepal, it was a country with different religion from starting. And about food and way they eat is also totally different. We have limitation in eating foods like non-veg item as well. But Korea, it is famous for varieties of food items. So I have found this kind of differences between these two countries.
Can you describe a typical meal or a normal meal in Nepal? Like, what would you eat for breakfast or lunch or dinner? What is a meal that's really common in Nepal?
So it might seem funny, but the famous food that we like to have from starting of the day to the end of the day is dal bhat. It is basically a rice with different kinds of side dishes, like lentils and different kind of vegetables. So the main food that Nepali would prefer as a comfort food would be Nepali dal bhat tarkari.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And what about the culture? How do you find Korean people compared to Nepalese?
The way of celebrating festival and culture is like we Nepali also celebrate festival or main occasion, like having get-togethers and spending time with the loved ones. And I found similar way of celebrating festival in Korea as well. Although the festival that are celebrated in these two countries are totally different from each other, like they don't match even in a single point. But the way they celebrate and how they be happy in their celebration is quite similar.
And what about differences? How do you find Korean people to be different than Nepalese?
I think it might be whenever we have to be in touch with each other, or like we Nepali are like we cooperative and get in touch with each and every person we meet easily. But I found Korean are a little bit like they need time to be friendly. And the unique thing that I noticed here in Korea is they don't speak to each other while they are traveling. Like if it was in Nepal, whether we are traveling through bus or any transportation, we used to gossip and talk with each other. Though they are stranger, we keep on talking with them. throughout the travel duration. But here in Korea, I found that people are quiet while traveling through metros or it is whether it is buses. They stay quiet and prefer to use their phone rather than speaking with the one who are on their side.
So in Nepal, if you're on the bus, you could say, hi, hey, where are you going? And kind of have a conversation with a stranger?
Yeah, although we are stranger, throughout our travel duration, we be as a friend and like we have some kind of attachment with them.
Wow.
So,
it sounds like Nepal would be a very fun place to go.
yeah, if you get a chance, then I would suggest to visit Nepal.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to For Your Busan. We kick off the second half of our show, 바로, with On the Mic. And today we had our reporter Tegan interviewing Selena, who is a student here in Busan. Now, Selena Thapa is from Nepal. She came to Korea as a student. And she tells us that Nepal is a landlocked country, if you didn't already know, that has 8 of the highest mountains in the world. Yeah, I've never been, but I would love to go, including Mount Everest, if you didn't know that already. But Selena would like to climb Mount Everest if she has a chance, but she thinks it's actually more of a dream for people who are, not the police, right? For international visitors. She says that Korea and Nepal are very different in many ways, like culture and food. In Nepal, she often eats a food called thalabat, which is a rice dish served with many side dishes and veggies. And another difference she notices is people in Nepal are very cooperative and friendly. For example, they will chat with strangers on public transportation, while in Korea, people tend to keep to themselves. And she enjoys her time here in Busan. So thank you so much for that lovely interview. And to Tegan, thank you for getting out there on the streets and bringing the voices of Korea here into our studio. It's lovely to have you on our show. Of course, if you want to be on the mic or you want to join us on our Wednesday segment, My Life, My English, get in touch with us here at For Your Busan and you can be joining us on our show and sharing your story with all of our listeners and viewers as well. Very good indeed. All right. Shall we move along? It's 5:08 p.m. It's Monday, the 24th of November. You're tuned into For Your Busan on 90.5 and 103.3 FM. Welcome to BEFM, 부산영어방송입니다. 반갑습니다. I'm Laura McCluckey. I'll be with you until 6 p.m. this evening, as always. And we've got lots of people texting in today. Chae-sung-nim says, I usually take a shower whenever I feel the Monday blues. Yes. Yes. I like, maybe not so much a shower. I like a shower, but I like to have a very, very, very hot bath when I feel stressed. Very hot bath. Oh, so relaxing. Ever since I was young, I used to have baths that were way too hot. And I would go in and it'd be like painful. And then I would sit in there and my whole body would go red. Still. I like it. So what I do is I get some oil, put it in some salt, and then put the salt in the water. The salt melts. Never put essential oils in your bath water because oil and water don't mix, right? So they can stick to your skin and burn you. So you always have to mix it with the salt or with sugar. You can put it in sugar if you want. But that might get a little syrupy. I don't know. It's up to you. It's your choice. But just don't put the oils in straight away. I like to do that. That's the text topic for today, by the way. What is your own way of dealing with the Monday blues? 네, 여러분, 일주일 시작되면 돌아오는 월요병 어떻게 이겨내시나요? 그리고 주말에 뭐 하셨는지 알려주시기 바랍니다. 89050 샵 9050 Text messages will cost you 100 won. 문자 메시지는 100원입니다. You can get onto KakaoTalk for free and you can get onto YouTube Live for free as well. 네, 카카오톡 친구 찾기에서 BEFM으로 검색하시고요. 우리는 무료로 소통할 수 있고 그리고 뿐만 아니라 유튜브 라이브 스트리밍으로 우리 라이브 채팅에서 소통할 수 있습니다. 그래서 여러분 지금은 안 하셨으면 지금 바로 유튜브 애플리케이션을 열어서 바로 BEFM으로 검색하시고 우리 인사할까요? Hello. Hello. We've got lots of people texting in. I want to say 월요일병. 저는 월요일을 일부러 몸을 계속 움직여서 바쁘게 만들고 힘들게 하다 보면 하루가 금방 지나가더라고요. 오, 결론은 몸을 계속 바쁘게 합니다. Yeah, that's true. So 고수님 says when you feel like you're gonna have any kind of Monday blues, just make sure you keep moving your body. And then your body will be busy and so you don't have time for Monday blues, you know? Yeah. But then you're very, very busy and tired by the end of the day. No? 고수님? 맞아요? 아닌가요? Yeah. I think one of the things about Monday blues is that it's very, what's the word? It's quite insidious and it makes you not want to do anything. So sometimes you don't want to get on with your day. You don't want to get over the warrior. That's so hard for me to say. You don't want to get over the Monday blues sometimes. DD353 name saying, Laura, glad to meet you. Hello. Lovely to see you. Sudakshan name saying, hello everyone. Brand new week. Yes, it is indeed. How was your weekend? I hope you had a nice time. I had a nice time. Anyway, let's keep moving, shall we? We've got the quiz coming up for you. And as you know, we've got coffee up for grabs every Monday to kickstart your week with a little bit of caffeine. So before we get into that, let me play you a song. This is Bad Day by Daniel Powter.
Where is the moment we need it the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away. And I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. Way offline, you fall to pieces every time, and I don't need no carrying on. 'Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you're working a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie, you're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day. You had a bad day. Well, you need a blue sky holiday. The point is they laugh at what you say, and I don't need no carrying on. Is lost. 'Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to For Your Busan on 90.5 and 103.3 FM. Welcome back, and let's get into our quiz today, shall we? It's a quiz. Before we get into the quiz, I'm going to read some messages. Today, I asked you, how do you get over the Monday blues? What's your way of dealing with the Monday blues? 네, 오늘의 텍스트 토픽은 일주일이 시작되면 돌아오는 월요병 or 월요병? 월요병 어떻게 이겨내시나요? So, how do you get over the Monday blues? 영님 says, 로라 누나, 오늘도 역시 예쁜 로라 누나, 안녕하세요. 고맙습니다. You're too kind. 저는 월요일병은 없어요. 일주일 내내 병 걸려 있어요. 아이고, 너무 우픈 이야기예요. 영님, 그러면은 일주일에 내내 병 걸리는 게 어떻게 이겨내는 거예요? 어떻게 해결하는 거예요? 그 방법 알려주시기 바랍니다. 아니면 그냥 병에 걸리면 그대로 일요일까지 계속 가는 거예요? 그렇게 하면 너무 심하지 않아요? 김덕수님 텍스팅인 안녕하세요. 저는 월요일병 없어요. 다들 없어요. 와우. 오케이. 굿. 주말에 삼시세끼 남편 밥 챙겨줄 거랑 남편이랑 놀아줄 거 생각하면 금요일부터 가슴이 두근거려요. 두근두근? 행복해서 두근두근? 아니면 스트레스 받아서 두근두근? 하루에 3번 밥을 만들기. 나도 하루에 3번. 지금 저희 아들은 아파서 집에 있어요. 학교 못 갔어요 오늘. 그래서 아침에 밥을 챙겨주고 점심에도 밥을 챙겨주고 싶은데 다행히 우리 아들 밥 못 먹어요. 오케이. 그대로 안 준다. 알았어. 그냥 마실 거 많이 주고. 근데 사실은 나쁜 엄마예요. 제가 밥을 안 줘야 되니까 너무 가슴이 가벼웠어요. 오, 이거는 나쁜 말이지만 하고 싶은 말이죠. 내가 솔직한 사람이거든요. 네. 여쭤보세요. 무엇이든 물어보세요. Anyway, let's do the quiz. Ready? Quiz time. It's Busan Quizmaster. We have coffee up for grabs. Oh yes, if you want coffee, listen up. We've got hints and I will tell you the hints. You guess who we're talking about and you could be the winner. 네, 여러분, 퀴즈 타임입니다. 월요일마다 우리 누구지? 인물 퀴즈 준비합니다. 그래서 힌트 잘 듣고 어떤 사람에 대해서 얘기를 하는지 맞춰주시면 됩니다. 자, 출발할까요? 해볼까요? 오키도키. Ready? Here we go. This person's date of birth is September 25th. He started learning swimming at the age of 6 and trained for 10 years. He was once a student who dreamed of being a policeman. When asked what subject he liked the most in school, he answered earth science. In a 2019 drama, he played the role of a North Korean soldier. He was nominated in the music charts in 2011 by singing an OST for a very popular drama. And he won an award at the 46th Blue Dragon Film Awards. Who is it? He's very handsome. Also very handsome. 이 사람은 누군지요? 샵 9050 pound 9050. Text messages will cost 100 won. KakaoTalk is free. You can also get onto a little YouTube live stream if you fancy that as well. 김덕수님. Correct. 바로 역시 어이구 스트레스 받아서 두근두근 맞아요. 그거는 알고 있어요. 하나현님 texting in saying the right answer. Also saying I make extra work to get over my Monday blues. 맞아요. 바쁘면 그냥 뭐 어쩔 수 없는 거예요. 그냥 일해야 되죠. 근데 뭐 일이 많이 없으면 그냥 앉아서 기분 안 좋게 뭐 다 How do you say rumination? Rumination in Korean. I don't know. I'll search it when I'm playing you this song. I'll search for rumination. 네, 여러분 send me your messages. 오, 베니님 saying 박정민. Just kidding. 땡, 탈락입니다. This is Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. I'll be back with more quiz after this.
I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't be that man I adore. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. Well, I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. Conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late. I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there and not some holy light. But you crawl beneath my veins and now I don't care. I have no luck. I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can't touch. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the second part of Busan Quizmaster. Pew, 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 pew. Winner! Pew, 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 pew. No? That's the one? Let's do some more hints. Everybody's got the right answer, though. Youngnim says, 너무 쉬워요. Pew, 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 pew. That's the right answer, Youngnim. Correct. Correct. Okay. There's nobody here that has the wrong answer. 2798 name with the right answer. 4511 name with the right answer. 7443 name with the right answer. 6985 name, right answer. Everybody has the right answer. Everybody. But here's some more hints. Ready? Here we go. His real name is... But if I say this is too easy... Too much easy. Okay. His real name is Dang Dang Dang. Yeah? You like that? He won. This is part 2 and it's got the same hints as part 1. He served. Here we go. Here's a new one. He served in the Marine Corps. He married an actress that he met through a drama and he won the award at the 46th Blue Dragon Film Awards. It was the Best Actor Award. Okay, Best Actor Award. If you just joined us for the quiz, I'll give you the hints from before as well. His date of birth is September 25. He started learning swimming at the age of 6 and trained for 10 years. He was once a student who dreamed of being a policeman. When asked what subject he liked most in school, he answered earth science. And in a 2019 drama, he played the role of a North Korean soldier. He also dominated the music charts in 2011 by singing an OST for a very secret drama. See what I did? You like that. You like that. I see what I did with the hint there. And he is very handsome. I'm just going to search what he looks like. Let's just look. Just for research purposes only. Let's search. Here. No, I don't want to search for the car company. Come on. That was auto text. Oh, there he is. Oh, come on. I mean, is it even legal to be that good looking? 어쩔 수 없다. That's right. Yes. Anyway, he's been nominated for several awards and he was born in 1982 actually, so he is older than me. Some would say 오빠, I would not. I would say 선배. 선배님, 네, 존경합니다. 수고하셨습니다. 축하드립니다. Good. Benny says GOAT John Cena. Also Lee Byung-hun. I love Lee Byung-hun. So cool. Anyway, if you know the answer and you want to win some coffee, get in touch. pound 9050. Shap 9050. Text messages cost you a lot of money. 101. Yes. And then you can get onto KakaoTalk for free. You can get onto our YouTube Live for free. Okay, next song is a hint for you. Are you ready? This is, I'm not going to tell you the name of the singer. I can't tell you the name of the singer because that's the quiz answer. But this is 그 남자.
그대를 사랑합니다. 그 남자는 열심히 사랑합니다. 매일 그림자처럼 그대를 따라다니며 그 남자는 웃으며 울고 있어요. 발 도망가는 널 사랑하는 난 지금도 옆에 있어 그 남자는 웁니다 그 남자는 성격이 소심합니다 그래서 웃는 법을 배웠답니다 친한 친구에게도 못하는 얘기가 많은 그 남자의 마음은 상처투성이 그래서 그 남자는 그대 널 사랑했대요 똑같아서 또 하나 같은 바보 또 하나 같은 바보 한번 나를 안아주고 가면 안 돼요 난 사랑받고 싶어 그대여 매일 속으로만 가슴 속으로만 소리를 지르며 그 남자는 오늘도 그 옆에 있대요 그 남자가 나라는 걸 아나요 알면서도 이러는 건 아니죠 모를 거야 그댄 바보니까 얼마나 더 너를 이렇게 바라만 보면 혼자 이 바보 같은 사람 이 거지 같은 사람 계속해야 네가 나를 사랑하겠니 조금만 가까이 와 조금만 한 발 다가가면 두 발 도망가는 널 사랑하는 난 지금도 옆에 있어 그 남자 웁니다
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the end of the quiz. If you haven't already got your answers in, I don't think you have time anymore because I'm just going to tell you who it is. That was Hyunbin. The answer to today's quiz is Hyunbin. So Hyunbin, of course, we know and love Hyunbin in his many, many forms, but his real name is Kim Tae-pyong입니다. Oh, so there we go, Kim Tae-pyong. Hyunbin, the winner today who gets a lovely coffee coupon courtesy of us here at For Your Busan is Im Won-gyu님. Congratulations, Im Won-gyu님. We will get in touch with you, send you a coffee coupon. To everybody else who texted in, sent messages, joined in the quiz, whether you sent your message or not, thank you for joining in. It's always fun when we do it together, so let's do it again tomorrow. Okie dokie, we'll keep on moving because Haley's in the studio, which means it's time for Busan Tales.
to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Look at us. We look so similar.
Look at us.
We could be related.
We
Let me
could be.
take my
We
hair
could be.
away from
Yes,
my
yes,
ears.
yes,
We're
yes.
so similar.
Very how blue.
Yeah.
Very oceanic. Very,
Yes.
yes. Speaking of,
Yeah.
평양, 태평양, 태양, 태평. Yeah.
김태평.
김태평. Right?
평양.
I don't even know.
어디 가요?
끝말잇기. Because my nephew, we're always like,
재밌어.
끝말잇기.
태평, 평양, 양파, 파전, 전주. 좋아요.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Quite well.
How was your weekend?
It was wonderful. I took a little mini trip out of the country to join my parents in Taipei.
Oh, nice.
48 hours.
How was Taipei weather?
Warmer than Korea, like late summer, early fall.
Right.
Yeah, lots of walking, lots of relaxing.
Did you go to the zoo?
We didn't. No, we did not go to the zoo, but we did go hiking up the Elephant Mountain and got a beautiful view of the scenery. Yeah.
I want to go back to Taipei. Did you eat the fried chicken?
I did eat the fried chicken. I had to wait in line for about 40 minutes.
Do you know what? Depending on where you are for that fried chicken, there's like, I don't know if you went to the same traditional market that I was at in Taipei for this fried chicken, but if you go down and round, there's like another 4 or 5 of
Right,
those
there are
chicken
like a
shops.
ton of places.
Yeah.
But then, I was there again for 48 hours. I'm like, well, I want to eat it at this place.
This one. I will wait. Do you know what? I will not wait for 40 minutes for fried chicken.
Oh, I wait. I don't mind waiting. I feel like there are two types of people, everywhere. But people who wait in line, people who don't. I'm a line waiter. I'm a great line waiter. My family, we're a great bunch of line waiters.
See, I'm happy to wait in line, but I just don't want to wait in line for food.
Oh, because it's prime yakking time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was with friends and they wanted to wait in line, I'd be happy to wait in line.
Yeah, and then you just send someone off to get some bubble tea, which is my father.
Yeah.
Because he's very restless. He has to walk. So like, can you get me some milk tea while you're at it? It's like, yeah, sure.
Walking and back and
yeah,
back and
exactly.
back.
Just running errands. Anyway,
welcome.
Back to Busan.
Yay. What are we going to talk about today?
All right, speaking of food, we're actually going to continue on this train, so be prepared to be hungry. I do like to bring in these food stories every once in a while. So it is fall. Today was warmer. It was fall. Love the weather.
Yeah.
But we are getting into that winter territory. I'm all about the seasonal foods. Again, I don't mind waiting in line. What is like your quintessential late fall to early winter? 자, 여러분 가을 아니죠? 초가을이 아니죠? 이제 가을 말미 초겨울 제철 음식 뭐 좋아하시나요?
Ang PD, what do you like in this weather? For me, I think it's not that I eat it all the time because it's not food. It's like snack food, but 붕어빵.
Ooh.
붕어빵, when you get the little carts out in the street, you're like, it's time for autumn.
It is.
And
We're
then
going to
you
get our
know it's-
sweaters
yeah.
out. We're going to get our scarves out and eat some 붕어빵. And you're on the right track because I am talking about fish.
Ooh.
Yes, it is 고등어. It's mackerel season. And there's no other fish that's more quintessentially Busan than the good old mackerel.
I mean, yes, that's true.
Yes.
I just never think about fish as like, I would never choose 고등어 unless it was smoked mackerel from Scotland. I love that.
Okay, all right. You're going to have to tell me about that. But then 고등어, mackerel, is the most popular fish in South Korea.
Yes.
It's affordable. It's delicious. It's nutritious.
Very
omega
good for you.
3s. And we're kind of dressed on theme because it is known for 등푸른 생선 is how we learned about it.
Yes.
Like the blue-backed fish that's very rich in omega 3s. And look at us. Look at us dressed up slightly like
We're
mackerels.
like fish. Look at our
Right.
fish
The fish
costumes.
sisters.
Fish sisters. I feel like that's not appropriate.
No, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. But it is eaten everywhere. So in Scotland, no less. But why is it Busan's official fish? And first of all, why do we even have... Yes, let's get to the existential question of why in the world do we have an official fish?
So here's the thing, which is very fun for me. In Korea, there's 대표적인 everything. So there's a representative something for everything. So we don't have that in Scotland. Like, you would think of a spring flower in Scotland and you think daffodils. But you would never be like, what is the representative flower for spring in Scotland?
We love 대표 something.
Like tulips or daffodils.
Anything, right?
There's not that same like pinning it down. This is what is eaten at this time.
I feel we love labels.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we love to memorize and make it more a little academic. We love 3대 anything, like the 3 top representatives, whatever. And then that's how I do remember cities. And like,
Really?
상주, I'm like, oh yeah, that fruit. I'm like, because I've never been to that city, but I vaguely remember, like, yeah, that city is famous for apples, for pears, for Korean beef. Yeah, and that's how we make associations. But this is also very timely because today news broke that according to the Busan Cooperative Fish Market, that's 공동어시장, they had a massive record-breaking catch of mackerel just this past Saturday.
Good.
Congratulations. So how much? Let's get to maybe to answer that existential question of why do we have an official fish again? Because of the fish market. Usually on a day-to-day basis, we get about, so one box has 20 kilograms of mackerel.
Okay.
100 to 150,000 boxes.
Boxes?
So you do the math, you do 150,000 multiplied by 20.
I hope we're fishing sustainably.
There are rules. You cannot catch like babies and you have to let them go. And we'll get to that. This is, by the way, a two-parter. So the collective catch, however, on Saturday came to 220,000 boxes. That is a whopping 5,500 ton of mackerel. So economy-wise, most profitable day, they made 3.2 billion won on that day alone. That got us, and it was only November 22nd, but past the collective goal of 300 billion won for the entire year.
My mouth is open like a fish.
Right. So open your mouths, open your gills, grab your chopsticks, and let's talk everything mackerel.
Oh, I do like a mackerel, though. I do not like raw mackerel.
That's my favorite food.
Oh, it's so...
We can differ, It's okay.
I don't want to say it's gross. I don't want to yuck someone's yum. For me, it's so fishy for it to be raw.
That's my favorite part. I love the fishy fish. If I'm going to be eating fish, gotta be fishy. If I'm eating meat, it's gotta be meaty.
But it's just the fishy smell for me. The pirinnemse gives me kind of like
a little nauseous.
A little nauseous. Yeah.
It's fine.
But
More
I
for
like
me.
it when it's smoked, fried, anything that's like roasted or anything. Yeah, I just can't eat it raw.
All good.
So you have it. But when did we actually, let's take it all the way back. When did Korea first start eating mackerel, or when do we know?
All right, so records show from Joseon era, in the official Joseon era, Joseon dynasty records, like 세종실록 지리지, so this is a geographical records, and 자산어보, penned by 정약전, so this like encyclopedia of fish. But it was called different things. 벽문어.
Because there's lots of, like a wall octopus?
Yeah, exactly, wall octopus. 고도어, which, all right, 고도, I'm like maybe in high altitude.
Yeah.
돈발, 고도리 for baby mackerel, which is also like a gambling terminology. But anyway, so the name that was ultimately settled on was 고등어, which means fish, 고, high, with a high back. 고등어.
고등어.
Right, so it does have that rounded blue back. They do describe the fish, and there are records of the mackerel being on the king's royal table. But as far as for the common people making onto the dinner table of everyday households, we have to think, all right, this is fish, weather. Speaking of fishy smells, imagine the summer, transportation. We didn't have engines, trucks, industrial revolution would come much later. Exactly. And the thing about mackerel is that they are impatient fish. Basically, as soon as you get it out of the ocean, it dies.
Yeah.
So when the freshness goes down, a little science 101, amino acids, which we love, in the flesh, it turns into histidine.
Yes.
It's histidine that turns into histamine, which turns into food poisoning.
Yeah, basically. And so this is why it's very important when we're eating things like raw mackerel, that we're eating it fresh.
So my family, we usually go to Tongyeong for the raw mackerel. But so in Joseon era, certainly not.
Yeah.
But then the turn in this culinary popularity, so everyday dish of 고등어 came in during the Japanese occupation era. So we're talking late 1800s, so very early on. Joseon and Japan would sign 2 major treaties on basically commerce and fisheries. I'm not going to get into all the nitty-gritty details, but basically it allowed Japanese boats to legally fish in Korean territorial waters.
Okay.
Huge deal,
Yep.
right? And then, so some Japanese fishermen, well, if their work site is here, they just up and move to Korea.
They just stay here.
Yeah, they stayed here.
just
They
easier.
started to live in Busan.
Yeah.
So with this is when Busan became the big fish market that we are today for seafood, plus some residential areas for Japanese fishermen. Makes sense.
It makes sense.
But then, with this big flow of supply of fresh fish, Busan would develop a huge secondary industry as well. Processing.
Yep.
Fish processing, packaging, trading, and even shipbuilding.
Because you need more ships to go out and catch more fish.
Absolutely. You have to fix the ship. Someone's going to make the nets. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I love that. I love that it's like the industry requires more manpower and then it gives more jobs and it just grows and grows. A funny story. I used to think that the 어 was like 영어, 한국어.
Like
And so like
language.
문어, I was like, 문어? What language is that? Yeah.
That's so cute.
문어. 고등어, I was like, what? Yeah, I was very confused. And then I learned, silly.
Two things can mean two different things. Yes.
But anyway, when they came here, obviously to fish, and then the industry got bigger, it probably meant a lot of competition for the local fisheries, for the local fishermen.
Exactly. So when there's free market functioning with a bit of regulation and, democracy, free rule, things go sustainably. Hopefully. But then we're talking about an occupation period. So,
and also the tragedy of the commons. People think this is mine, I'm going to take it.
Exactly. So from the late 1890s, Japanese fishing boats would bring in their flashy and literally brightly lit fishing boats across the southern coast. Fish all night, definitely not sustainable. They would catch up to 5,000 mackerels before heading home.
Wow.
And then they would actually move to like 장승포 in Kojedo, and they had all the new technology. So they would have this pocket-style square net that could basically enclose and trap the fish in. Lift that up, you basically have this huge catch of fish.
Yeah.
So what happens? Well, fish, they do reproduce, but you gotta give them time
They're
to do so. They're seasonal. But they didn't keep it that way. There were no rules. So they would deplete the supply of fish in Kojedo and then continue to move upward and inward, thus Busan. So according to the data from the Japanese Governor General, in the year 1911, 44% of the mackerel caught in the Korean waters were by Korean fishermen, 56% Japanese, and then we bring that towards the peak of the colonial era, 1932, 6% Korean, 94% Japanese. Yeah, so basically nothing.
It makes me very angry as an MSC ambassador, by the way, and having remembered that cod was taken off the menu in Scotland because of the Newfoundland fisheries collapsing and then the subsequent other events that happened around the world. The ocean health is so important. So it kind of just makes me so angry. But then you said, as we know, Busan's official fish is mackerel. So, how common?
Not very, but also not unprecedented. Busan was one of the first. So, of course, not every city has or should have an official fish, 시어, which would be odd for inland cities,
which could
for example.
also be like 도시 언어.
도시, oh my gosh.
시어.
But for port cities, I'm just going to ignore that. We're just going to move on.
For me, it makes sense.
Port cities, it makes sense to have an official fish. So, for example, London, cod for fish and chips, Maine, lobster, although it's not officially on their books. Others, South Korea, in Pohang, herring, 청어. very famous. But Busan got this earlier, so July of 2011. And this was a huge process. So according to news articles from that year, the city decided we're going to have an official fish. They convened this panel comprised of official from the fisheries cooperative, the fish market, designing and branding professors, and representatives from the tourism industry. So they would consider things like symbolism, familiarity, how that fish contributed to the economy, past and future. So in the public survey, mackerel won by a landslide or maybe an ocean slide. Another candidates, anchovies, beltfish, 갈치, and cod. Mackerel won 60% of the votes. Huge. So according to city's press release back then, this is what it said. The exuberance of the blue back and the silver stomach, the dynamic power from its strong fins, and litheness from its flexible body, these are all symbolic of Busan's identity and direction. And so much so, we actually have a 고등어 song. We have an official song.
진짜?
For real. So we're just going to play that in the background. Let's listen to it a little bit. Very bouncy. It's so cute,
Korean.
Right? It's very Korean. This is from Busan City's official YouTube channel. This is for kids, so there's a fun little animated music video that goes along with it. The irony is that year, 2011, was the same year that mackerel prices apparently soared through the roof.
Of course they
were called 금등어, like the golden mackerel, because of how expensive it was. But, all in all, it is fairly affordable.
Yes, indeed. And actually, Busan has developed lots of characters. I've seen so many. I've bought some.
Right.
And you also have like these when you go to a big city event, they have them as your 기념품.
I have a few as well. So before 부기, we had 꼬등어. Not 고등어, 꼬등어. And then there's also 도리 and 포리. Okay, 꼬등어 is mackerel and it has feet. It has two legs because it can walk around. It can walk around and travel. And then 도리 and 포리 were winners of this character design competition from 2022. I just want to give this because it's adorable. 도리 from 고도리, baby mackerel. 포리 is a very common name for a cat, and it is a cat. And this cat rescued 도리 from the fish stand at 자갈치. So now they're friends. I love it so much.
Maybe he just wants to eat them.
Oh,
at some point.
You've ruined it.
But not yet. He's waiting until he gets big and
bigger.
Juicy. Yeah. Haley, thank you so much for this. You said this is a two-parter,
We're
right?
going to talk about the culinary aspects, more about the fish market. So the juicy details coming up next week.
The juicy, delicious details. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. And until then, we will stay hungry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, time for me to say cheerio for today. Today's show is produced by Tong Yuna, written by Hong Kyung-hwa, hosted by me, Laura McCluskey. Final song, That's Why by Michael Learns to Rock. I'll see you back here 4:05 tomorrow. Enjoy your Monday. Bye-bye.
Sadness in your eyes. I don't want to say goodbye to you. Love is one big illusion I should try to forget, but there is something left in my head. You're the one who set it up. Now you're the one to make it stop.